Well, hello there, you neurohacker. I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you're here. And I want to make sure that if you haven't yet, I've got a great free gift for you. And that's to find out what your brain style is. So go ahead, there'll be a link for you to try that out. And we've had thousands of people who have taken it already. And we've got some offerings there so that once you find out what your style is, then you can find out where you're being accelerated forward and where you're being held back, and how to break through some of those limiting beliefs that'll accelerate your growth. Now, back to what I want to talk about right now, and that is the number one most important element to keeping you young. And it's something that most people neglect. Most people are proud of the numbers that they've come up with. And what I'm talking about is sleep. Are you familiar with sleep? Sleep is something that we just take for granted. You know, most people don't sleep until they're exhausted or they have trouble sleeping. And I've heard some people are proud that they can only get 4 to 6 hours of sleep, and then they somehow are miraculously able to get through the day. But if you really got inside their head and if you really got into their physical anatomy, you'd find out there's a lot of exhaustion there. There's a lot of running on adrenaline, and that's really detrimental to the long-term effects of this amazing thing called you. And that is your physiology. Now, what does sleep do, and how much sleep should one get? Well, they're talking anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. But what can impede sleep is what's called negative self-talk. What do you say to yourself before you go to bed at night? Oh, I wonder if I'm going to get any sleep. You know, what time am I going to wake up in the middle of the night this time? You know, yeah, I've heard about all this positive thinking stuff, you know, and then I'm going to tell myself to have an amazing night's sleep. You see, the challenge with that is you don't believe it. So I'm not going to ask you to try anything, because try implies doubt. Doubt leads to hesitation, and hesitation leads to failure. I'm going to ask you, do you want to feel revitalized? Do you want to have excess energy? Do you want to be able to take on new challenges with a positive attitude? Or do you want to wake up drained and convince yourself that you were right about the fact that you have trouble sleeping? Remember, the brain is a servo mechanism. It's not only just a phenomenal organ, it does what you tell it to do. So one tip that I'm going to give you just before you fall asleep is to affirm what a great, restful, engaging sleep you had, where the toxins were released from your brain so that it can grow new neurons, which is called neurogenesis, and be able to be ready to take on whatever challenge faces you in the morning. So in a real simple fashion, I sleep solidly, I sleep engaged, and I have wonderful rest to look forward to a day ahead with just one exciting thing after another to occur. So thank you for taking the time. Remember to take the quiz, and I look forward to the next opportunity. Take care, stay young.